Okay, it's time to start, everyone. Hello. Hello, Omar. Hello, Kevin. How are you today?
Hello, teacher. Glad
Hello.
to see you again.
Nice to see you too. So thank you for being here, guys. It is a pleasure to see you back. How are you today, Kevin? How are you, Kevin? Fine, good, happy? How are you?
And a bit tired.
A little bit
A
tired.
very busy day.
Oh, really? Because of work?
Yes, because of work and traffic.
Yeah, I imagine. Okay, so I'm really sorry because of it, Kevin, but thank you for being in the class. Okay, as I mentioned, it is good to well, in this case, to listen to you and to see you back in the classes. Remember, all your effort, it's worthy. Okay. Now, thank you for being here. Omar, how are you?
Hello, teacher. I'm very good and happy.
Okay, nice to see you again with all of those energy. So you got a lot of energy, boy. Thank you for
Yeah,
being here.
I feel tired a little bit, but I'm happy because I'm here.
Okay, and that's something amazing. Okay, so I'm really glad that you are here and that you have, well, I can see energy in you. Even if you feel tired, I can see that you have energy, and that's something really nice. So thank you for being here, Omar. Hello, Alma. How are you today?
Hello, teacher. Very good.
Okay, very good. Thank you for being here, Alma. Nice to listen to you one more time, okay? Delmi, hello, how are you today?
Hello,
How
I'm
are you?
good. Thank you.
Okay, that's something amazing. Welcome to our classes, Delmi. Well, everybody, it's time to start. Let me text your classmates in case they are coming to classes. So we are going to wait a little moment. Everybody, well, before we start, remember, it's a pleasure to be here with you again. My name is Christian, so you can call me Christian or teacher. Any of those are great, okay? And I'm really happy to be part of your of this process or this process that you have of learning English. I hope you could learn a lot and you could practice as much as possible. Okay. Remember, if you have any question, if you need something related to English, you can tell me. Hello, Madeline. How are you today?
Hello, teacher. I'm good. And you?
I'm fine today. Thank you for asking. So nice to listen to you one more time, okay? Welcome to our class. Guys, we are going to start with our classes. Welcome to Intermediate 2. Remember, we are in Intermediate level 2, okay? So we are in the second part of Intermediate. Now, everybody, to start with our class, we are going to practice an activity. Give me a second. Let me share my screen with you, and then we can start. Oh, guys, if you can help me with your cameras, that will be really nice. If you have problems with it, also let me know. Well, because that's an important thing, okay, to have our camera. But if you don't have it, there is no problem, okay? Just please let me know what happened with your cameras. Today, guys, to start with our class, we are going to play a game called Would You Rather? Would you rather? Guys, would you rather? It's similar to say, what do you prefer? What do you prefer? Okay, so we have two options. You have to tell me, okay, and explain what do you prefer and why. So everybody, let's move to our wheel. Okay, we will have a wheel today. And we have a lot of questions in here, okay? There are a lot of questions. We have like 19 questions. We will practice some of them. To start with this activity, we will listen to Omar, okay? Omar, you are my first volunteer. Pay attention to the question, okay? We have 19 questions. So let's see. Okay. Our first question is, would you rather live in the middle of nowhere with no one else around or live in the middle of an overcrowded city? Overcrowded, it's, well, overpopulated, so with a lot of people. So what do you prefer? What would you rather? Live in the middle of nowhere, so in a desertic place with no one else, or in the middle of an overcrowded city? What do you think?
Okay, teacher. I think so. I will live in the middle of nowhere with no one else around.
Really? Why?
Yes, because I think the population is very dangerous. So I like the landscapes. I like the place of less people. So in the pandemic, so in the home office, I was like, because all the places are very alone. So is very good.
Okay, that I like your point. Okay, so well, you prefer places with less people. Okay, that's something nice. So I like your answer, Omar, and so you prefer living in the middle of nowhere with no one else. Pretty good. Thank you, Omar. Now, Omar, tell me another person. We have Marilyn, Alma, Delmi, and Kevin.
Okay, Marilyn.
Madeline. Okay, next question, Madeline. It's for you. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, interesting question. Madeline, would you rather never eat junk food again or only eat junk food forever? What do you prefer? Never eat fast food again or only eat junk food forever?
I don't know why. I don't know what is heat funk, teacher.
Junk food? Oh, junk
Uh-huh.
food is like pizza, hamburgers, okay, Mexican food, pusas. So that's
Fast food.
Mexican food. It's fast food. Uh-huh. Thank you, Omar.
Uh-huh.
So what do you prefer? It's a difficult
It's
question.
so difficult, yeah. But maybe I should never eat funk food
Never eat
again.
junk food. Why?
Because nowadays I try to not eat funk food
Oh, so
for
now
my health.
really? So when was the last time you eat junk food?
It's so difficult, but I try. Maybe the last week.
Last week, okay. Okay, Marilyn, so last week, okay? But do you eat junk food very often or not?
Not.
Rarely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's something really fine. Okay, Marilyn. So let's continue trying. Okay, so remember, so if you go step by step, you will get to your objective. That's fine. Just remember, Marilyn, pronunciation is junk. Okay, junk. Repeat after me. Junk.
Junk.
Junk food.
Junk food.
Nice, yeah. Okay, very good. So junk food, no junk food for Marilyn, never. Okay, so very good. Thank you, Marilyn. Another person, Kevin, Alma, or Delmi?
Alma.
Alma. Okay, Alma. Attention. Okay, pay attention to the question now. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I like this question, everybody. Okay, Alma, would you rather write a 10-page paper or give a 10 minutes presentation? Hello, Alma.
Hello. Write a 10-page.
Oh, really? Okay, very
Yes.
good. I like your answer, but remember to tell me the complete sentence. I'd rather
I rather
to write
a 10-page paper.
Wow, why would you rather that? Why?
Mm, is it is easier?
Oh, it is easier.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so that's your homework, Alma, for tomorrow. No, just kidding. Okay, not for tomorrow. Okay, but okay, I respect that you prefer writing than speaking. Okay. However, practice also your speaking. Okay, pretty good. Okay, thank you for your answer. Now, Alma, Kevin, or Delmi?
Let me.
Delmi. Okay, so Delmi, pay attention to the question. Next one is yours. Okay. Let's see. Let's check together, everybody. Okay, I like this one. Okay, so this is about creativity. Tell me, would you rather live in space or live in a submarine?
Well, I'd rather live in a submarine
Really? Why?
because I can know the deep of the sea. Also, I can see animals that live in, and yes, in that space is scary because um, it's a place that I didn't know much. It's all is new, maybe will be new.
Okay, that's a good point. Everything is new in the space. At least for us, everything is new. Maybe for an astronaut, it will be different, right? But we are not astronauts, sadly, okay? So thank you for your opinion. Thank you for your answer, Delmi. Let's check right now what is Kevin's answer. Okay, everybody? Let's pay attention. Okay, Kevin, pay attention to our question.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
One easy.
An easy question. Okay, well, this is an easy question, I guess. I don't know. It depends if you like superheroes or what kind of superhero you want to be. Okay, Kevin, would you rather be able to fly or be able to breathe underwater?
Well, both are interesting. I think I rather to fly because it's no, we I can go to anywhere on the planet, other countries, new uh, new places. No new places.
Okay, Kevin, so that's a good point. You want to go to different places, so you prefer flying. That's a good idea, okay? Thank you, Kevin, for sharing. Now, everybody, we already practiced one question per person. Let's check the last question, and everybody is going to practice in the same question, okay? So I want to see different opinions in one single question. Okay, everybody, let's check. Our question for now is, would you rather go everywhere in rollerblades or go everywhere in high heels? Okay, this is interesting. Go everywhere in rollerblades or go everywhere in high heels? What do you prefer, Alma? Or what would you rather? I'm sorry. Hello, Alma.
Hello, teacher. I would rather go everywhere in Royal.
Rollerblades?
Yes.
Why? So why do you like the rollerblades?
Is cool.
Okay, yes.
Because I practice with my daughter.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow, that's something nice. Okay, so and are you good at rollerblading?
Yes.
Wow, that's pretty good. So that's an amazing activity. I like to watch, to see that that activity, but I can't. Okay, so I really like that you shared that thing. Okay, so very good. Thank you, Alma. Let's check our next person. Okay, what about, well, I want to listen to a boy. Kevin, what would you rather? Move or go everywhere in rollerblades or in high heels?
I can use rollerblades, but I'd rather go everywhere on rollerblades.
Oh, so you would rather, well,
Like,
you can't, but you would rather that. Yes, okay, so in this case, well, high heels are not very comfortable. That's why, maybe, okay, that's why we don't prefer that, but that's a good thing. Okay, very good, Kevin. Thank you. Madeline, what about you? What would you rather, go everywhere in rollerblades or in high heels?
I choose rollerblades because high heels is not comfortable.
Okay, so the high heels are not comfortable. Okay, I imagine. Okay, I imagine. Now tell me, what about you? What would you rather, rollerblades or high heels?
I'd rather to rollerblades than in high heels because the feet hurt quickly in high heels, and in rollerblades I think is funny, and you can decide if you want to go slow or fast, but high heels I can't, no lo soportaría mucho tiempo.
I can't stand them.
Okay, I can't stand them.
I can't
That's
stand.
my opinion.
Okay, that's a good opinion, and I really like it. Okay, so you have a good point. Okay, so sometimes we can stand, or well, in this case, I know women can stand high heels, but sometimes because of work, they have to wear them. Okay, so I can stand them. I can stand or only I can stand. I can't stand. No lo soporto. Okay, no soporto. So we have to say I can stand it. If we say I can stand it, no lo soporto. I can stand them, no los soporto. Okay, very good. Well,
Thank you.
Omar, you're welcome. Okay, and thank you for answering my question. Omar, my question for you is the same. Okay, what would you rather? Go everywhere in rollerblades or in high heels?
Okay, teacher. So I think I could use roller blades ever because I can do it the activities on my house maybe. I
Okay.
never use high heels, so is not a comfort comfortable. It's not a comfortable, so I think that.
Okay, so well, that's a good point. We have never wear, well, in the case of boys, we have never wear high heels. And well, according to girls, they are not comfortable, okay,
Yes, yes.
at all. They are not comfortable at all. But okay, so and everybody choose the rollerblades. Alma and Marilyn said that they are cool, they are interesting. Delmi mentioned that you can move. In this case, you can move or faster or slower. So both ideas are right. Thank you for your practice, everybody. Today, we can continue with our next activity, okay? Today, we are talking about comparison of some things, mostly about objects, but we will not use the comparative adjectives in this opportunity, but we will use other structures using adjectives and also using nouns. To start with our class, everybody, let's learn vocabulary, or let's focus a little bit on vocabulary. On the screen, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 adjectives. Okay, we have 9 adjectives, everybody. Now, please match the adjective with the definition. Okay, let's start everybody practicing. So let's pay attention to Kevin. Kevin, tell me one adjective and its definition.
The first or
Any,
don't
you
care
choose.
the order.
Oh,
Okay.
there is no problem. Okay, so you can choose any.
Noisy.
Noisy. What is the definition of noisy?
The noisy. I can say definition and I can say the meaning, or there
Yes.
are any difference.
The meaning may be, well, both are correct, but mostly when we say meaning, we are talking about the translation, okay?
Okay. I think is full or characterized by noise or clamor.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Kevin. That's a good one, okay? Full of or characterized by noise or clamor. So that's right. Thank you, Kevin. Let's continue with Marilyn. Marilyn, another adjective and its definition. Go ahead.
Shy by,
Oh, shabby.
shabby, looking old in a bad condition because of being used for a long time or not being cared of.
Okay, not being cared for. Okay, thank you. Now let's continue and pay attention to Omar. Okay, Omar, tell me one adjective and its definition. Go ahead.
It's my word is quiet, and it's not disturbed by noise or activity.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Well, let's continue right now. Please, Alma, help me with the next one. Tell me an adjective and the definition.
Grandpa,
Uh-huh.
not having enough space for time.
Okay, very good. We have cramped, not having enough space or time. Very good. Okay, thank you for that. Let's continue. Well, today we have Fatima over here. So hello, Fatima. Welcome to our class. Fatima, right now we are matching adjectives and definitions. Please, let's try with one, okay? Please match the adjective and the definition.
Okay, wait. I'm sorry, I'm not understand
Oh, don't worry, okay?
this.
We are matching, okay? We are matching the adjectives that we have in this column and the definitions, okay? If you want, check one example of, okay, Omar, let's help me with another example, okay? And then you participate, okay, Fatima?
Okay.
Very good. Okay, Omar, tell me one
Okay.
adjective and definition. Go ahead.
Okay, teacher, let me see. Maybe spacious, maybe spacious. I don't know what is the correct.
Oh, the second pronunciation that you mentioned is the correct one, spacious.
Spacious, okay, is vast or ample in extent.
Nice job, okay, very good job. Okay, so as you see, Fatima, we match adjectives and definitions, okay? Try with another one.
This inconvenient
Okay.
causing a problem or difficult.
Okay, very good. That's the correct one. Inconvenience,
Okay.
causing
Thank you.
problems or difficulties. That's pretty good. Okay, guys, as you see, we have 3 more adjectives. So let's check what is the right meaning. Okay, we have bright, bright. What do you think is the correct meaning? Lively, cheerful, dirty and unclean, near or easy to get to or use. Which is the correct one? What do you think, Delmy?
I think Gingy is dirty and unclean.
Oh, bright. Right now, bright.
Bright.
Yeah.
Bright, lively, cheerful.
Okay, very good. Cheerful. So something really happy. Okay, very good. Now, well, Delmy tell us about dingy. So dingy, she said that dingy is dirty and unclean. Do you think is that correct, Alma? Is that correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, of course. And the last one, as you can see, is convenient, near, or easy to get to or use, okay? Everybody, I congratulate all of you because all the answers are correct, okay? As you can see, okay, we are using adjectives and the definition to understand and to learn more vocabulary. Some of the adjectives that are common, for example, bright is common. For example, bright, okay? For example, spacious is common. Bright, sorry, quiet, convenient, noisy, and inconvenient are a little bit common, okay? Then we have chubby, dingy, cramped, okay? As you see, these adjectives help us to know more vocabulary, to enrich our vocabulary. Please remember to continue practicing and use these words in some of your examples, okay? Now, everybody, that's for you because all of you did an amazing job. We can move on to our next activity. Everybody, let me share my presentation with you. And, okay. Very good. Let's see. Okay. Well, the presentation is over here. We already complete this activity, matching adjectives and definitions. Right now, everybody, let's go to our next part. Remember, today class, everybody, it's about evaluation and comparisons. But the evaluation and comparison, guys, is to talk about two places. So when we compare, remember, when we are comparing, we are talking about two places and we are looking at the differences of those two places. Let's check, everybody. Okay, we already did this activity. Let's check right now, guys, how to make evaluations and comparisons. Please, Alma, read this information, okay, about evaluation and comparison.
We can make evaluation and compare of these using adjectives and nouns.
Very good. So we can use, everybody, adjectives and nouns. Remember, the adjectives are words that describe the nouns. For example, if I say intelligent, that is an adjective because this adjective describes a person or a subject. I can say, for example, you are intelligent. I describe you, and the characteristic that you have is that you are intelligent. I can say, everybody, for example, okay, hardworking. Okay, a hardworking person. My mom is hardworking. And I am trying to say, okay, I am describing characteristics of people. Also, I can describe objects. For example, everybody, I can say cheap, okay? Cheap, so $1, $2, okay? For example, everybody, my cell phone is cheap, okay? So it's not expensive. It's not I didn't have to give a lot of money for my cell phone. Just some money. So that is cheap, okay? As you can see, adjectives describe people and describe objects. And what are the nouns? The nouns are people, animals, objects, things, places. So all of those are nouns, okay? So I can say a dog is a noun. My sister is a noun. If I say the house is a noun. So nouns, everybody, are all things. Even, guys, if I talk about love, it's also a noun. So remember, adjectives describe nouns, and the nouns are all things. People, animals, objects, music. So all of those are nouns, okay? We can divide nouns into two categories. The first one are proper nouns, and the second one are common nouns. So I explained this really fast, everybody, because the class is not focusing on it, but it is important. If we are talking about proper nouns, for example, Christian, for example, Omar, for example, Fatima, those are proper nouns. And the common nouns are this, okay? The common nouns, everybody, a dog, my sister, the house, love. Those are not proper, those are common. So in those cases, everybody, so we don't use capital letters, no capital letters, everybody, but, okay, we can call different people or different objects or different animals with these nouns, okay? But if you mention Christian Daniel, so in the class, nobody else is Christian Daniel, only the teacher, only me, right? So if I say Omar, there are a lot of Omars in the world, but in the class, there is only one Omar. So I am talking about Omar. It's a proper name, and as you see, we use capital letters. When we are talking about proper nouns, we use capital letters. Also, guys, another important, El Salvador, our country. So capital letters, because there are a lot of countries, but there is only one El Salvador. There is only one country, which is called El Salvador, okay? Now, after checking this important information, let's continue and move to evaluations and comparisons. Everybody, when we talk about evaluations, okay, there are some ways to make evaluations. Number one, evaluation with adjectives. And we use not enough, and two. Everybody, please, microphones off, apagados, microphones off. Practice pronunciation over there. Not enough, not enough, not enough, two. Not enough, two. Okay, everybody listen right now to Delmi. Delmi, please read the structure, okay? Read the structure of not enough. What is the correct structure?
Not plus adjective plus enough.
Very good. Okay, everybody, check this. We use not and enough, but in the middle of the sentence or in the middle of that structure, we need an adjective. Remember, adjectives, characteristic of people, animals, objects, or nouns, some other nouns, okay? Pay attention to the two examples. Please help me with examples, Kevin. Read the two sentences.
Apartments aren't big enough for families. The kitchen isn't big enough.
Very good. Kevin, what is the adjective in the two sentences?
And the first is big,
Uh-huh.
and the second is big too.
Very good, okay? So we use big in both examples. As you see, we are talking about they are not enough or they are not big enough, okay, for families, or in this case, the kitchen isn't big enough for the person who cooks, okay? So they could be bigger or they have to be bigger, not that big or not that small as they are, okay? Remember, when we are using this structure, not adjective enough, we are trying to say the opposite idea. So we are not saying that the apartments and the kitchen are big. That's not what I want to share. What I mean is that they can be bigger or they could be bigger, not as they are, but bigger, okay? Thank you for reading, Kevin. And well, let's move on, everybody, to our second structure. As you see, when we are talking about evaluation with adjectives, we have two structures, not enough. And the second one, everybody, is to. How do we use to? Pay attention to it. Please, right now, Fatima, read the two examples. Hello, Fatima. Okay, let's move with Madeline. Okay, Madeline, read the two sentences.
Apartments are too small for pets. The living room is too small.
Nice job. Madeline, what are the adjectives?
Too small.
Okay, small is one adjective, and the next one?
Small.
Small, the same, right? So, as you see, everybody, in the structure, we use to and the adjective. When we are using to, everybody, a synonym that we can use about to is extremely, extremely. So we are trying to share the opposite. Well, in this case, it's not the opposite. In this case, we are trying to say something negative. Apartments are too small for pets. So I can't have a pet. I can't have dogs in an apartment. And in this case, the living room is too small. So it's not big enough. As you see, we share the opposite idea. Not enough, okay? So the living room is too small. In another way, or in another words, we can say the living room is not big enough, okay? So what I mean, everybody, is with being not enough, everybody, what I mean to say is the opposite idea. But if I use to, I'm trying to give a negative opinion or a negative idea, okay, about the objects, in this case, about houses or apartments. Very good. Let's move, everybody, to our next part. We are running out of time, but we can finish. Now, pay attention, everybody, when using evaluation with nouns. We have also two structures. They are kind of similar. So the first one, everybody, is not enough. Same as the last one. And then we have too much or too many. Please, guys, pay attention to our examples. Please, right now, Emma, read the two sentences.
That car doesn't have enough space. There isn't enough bedrooms in this apartment.
Thank you. Okay, so there isn't enough bedrooms in this apartment. Well, as you see in the structure, we use not enough, but in this opportunity, in the middle, we don't use an adjective. We don't use a characteristic. We use an action. Okay, we use an action. So we have, in this case, that car doesn't have enough space. So we have not enough in the middle. We use have. And at the end of the sentence of or after not enough, we use space. Okay. Oh, okay, Fatima. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, so I will try to remember that during the class. Thank you. Okay. So everybody, as you see, that car doesn't have enough space. I'm sorry. Okay? Remember this structure, not verb enough space. We have one exception when using the verb to be. If we use is, if we use are, so we don't use a verb in the middle. We use the verb to be at the beginning, verb to be. Let's check verb to be instead of the verb. So in that case, we don't use the verb. And then we have not enough and the noun. So as you see, there isn't enough, verb to be, not enough. And Omar, what is the noun in that sentence? What is the noun?
Maybe bedrooms.
Very good. Bedrooms is the noun. As you see, after not enough, we have the noun. Also, in number one, as you see, we have not, verb enough, and at the end, we have a space. This is our noun, okay? Let's continue, guys. Remember, this is evaluation with nouns. We can use adjectives only not enough or only two, okay? Now, let's check the following structure. Remember, we are using not enough and too much and too many.
Teacher, I have a question.
Okay, Omar, before we continue with this, what is your question?
Okay, quickly. So I can use I can use two, or depend the situations.
Well, it depends on the situations. Remember, when we are using comparative adjectives, the ones that we use with letter R, ER at the end, so for example, smaller, and all of those, we use two, okay? We only use two things or two people. But in this case, we can use more. However, we compare the one that we have now and the others that we have in the past. Okay. So
Okay. Okay,
let's
I said sorry. I said that. So I think the two is more. I think is more easier. So when I use I think is a little bit hard. So
okay, very good. So in this case, as you can see, when we are talking about evaluations, there is no comparison, okay? We are not comparing anything, but we are only mentioning some differences or some details that we want to emphasize, okay, when we are making an evaluation. So in this case, we are not comparing two things, but we are, sorry, we focus on a specific thing, okay? Very good. Let's check now, everybody, the use of too much or too many, okay? Please, right now, help me with our example, Delmi, the two examples.
Houses cost too much money. Too many people prefer quiet neighborhoods.
Nice job, okay? One question. Guys, what is the noun in example number one? Houses cost too much money. What is the noun?
Money.
Money. Perfect. And what is the noun in example number two? Too many people prefer quiet neighborhoods.
neighborhoods.
Mm,
No.
Quiet.
quiet is an adjective.
People.
People, very good, Mardeline. So people, it's the noun, okay? As you see, We use too much, and after that, we use a noun. Or we use too many, and after that, we use a noun. But guys, another important thing, what's the difference between much and many?
Much is countable and many is uncountable.
Okay, that was a good try, Madeline, but it's the other way around, okay? When we use much, everybody, we are talking about uncountable. And when we use many, we are talking about countable. So how do I know that, everybody? Can we count the money? Can we count the money, Kevin? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes. Can we say one money, two monies,
count
three
more.
monies? Yes or no?
Yes, we can count the cash,
Ah, we can
the
count
pounds,
cash,
the
like
bills,
dollars.
dollars, bills.
Ah, okay. So as you see, we can count dollars, $1, $2, $3, but the word money, we can't count it. Money is uncountable because the word, only the word, dinero, money, billuyo. So in that word, everybody, we can count it. We can count it because it's a general noun or it's a common noun. But in dollar, we know that dollar, it's a proper noun. So the money that we have in El Salvador and the money that people use in the United States, it's are dollars. I'm sorry. So it's proper in that case. Now, people is countable. I can say one person, two people, three people, four people. Remember, person singular, people in plural. That's an exception, or that is an irregular noun, okay? In which instead of saying persons, no persons, guys, no persons, we say people, okay? Let's remember that. Now, everybody, let's move on to our next thing. As you can see in this, when we are using too in both examples, too much and too many, we are trying to give a different idea, okay? According to what we say in the sentence. So houses cost too much money, so they are very expensive. It's a negative meaning. Too many people prefer quiet neighborhoods. So a lot of people prefer, I'm sorry, places with no noise or without noise. But well, here in El Salvador is almost impossible, right? But that's an example. Now, everybody, we already checked this. Oh, give me a second. We already checked the structures of evaluation with nouns and also with adjectives. Now, everybody, let's pay attention to comparison. In this opportunity, guys, we are not using, okay, we are not using the comparative adjectives. They are important and they are useful. But today, guys, we will not focus on comparative adjectives. We will use some other structures. In this opportunity, let's pay attention to as, or as adjective as, and just as adjective as, okay? As, just as, okay? Let's pay attention to the first structure. We can use it in affirmative or in negative form. Not as plus adjective plus as, or as plus adjective plus as. Pay attention to our examples. Please, right now, Alma, read that two sentences.
Houses are not as convenient as apartments. As apartments are as cheap as the last one.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Alma, for reading the two examples. In this case, everybody, as you can see, we are using a negative sentence, I'm sorry. So houses are not convenient as apartments. So houses are not easy to get as apartments, okay? Apartments, well, in this case, we can think different, right? But in some cases, apartments are in front of the street. And houses, well, here in El Salvador, houses, most of the houses are not in front of a main street. They are maybe in a neighborhood. So it is the neighborhood streets are not main streets, but the apartments sometimes are in the main street. So in the street that all cars are passing by. And then everybody, when we are using not as, we are trying to say that they are different, okay? There is a difference between them. But when we are using as, everybody, as cheap as, we are saying that they are the same. So the last apartments are cheap. And this new apartments are also cheap. So what I mean, or what I mean, of course, is that they are the same of cheap. So both of them are cheap. Okay, everybody? So when I say as, they are the same. When I say not as, they are different. Okay, guys. Well, we are running out of time. We only have 2 minutes before we go. So let's finish, guys, with the last part. Well, in this part, everybody, as you see, we are using just adjective as, so we are not using as. Okay, so we are not using as in the first part, only just. And let's pay attention to our example. Please, Kevin, read the sentence.
Cities aren't just bright as a countryside.
Very good. Countryside, el campo, everybody. So as you see, they have a difference, or there is a difference between cities and countryside. So one of them is brighter than the other. In this opportunity, I am saying that, well, countrysides are brighter than the city. So cities aren't just bright as countryside. They are not as bright as the countryside. And everybody, let's read the last part, okay, before we go, because it's almost time. So we have as many and as much as, okay? As you can see, we are using nouns. Tell me, Kevin, before we continue.
What is the translation? The just adjective plus as is justo o tan.
Oh, in this
No,
case, it's
I
like
don't know.
solo. Solo, como solamente.
Solo bright.
Oh, bright, remember that is something cheerful. Uy, cheerful. So it's like no es tan alegre como la ciudad. In this case, no es
Okay.
solamente tan alegre como la ciudad, o solamente alegre como la ciudad. Como el campo, I'm sorry.
Okay.
The countryside. Okay, very good. Guys, let's finish with this part. I will send you the presentation. Well, this is the last 2 examples, guys. So I'm sorry for taking more minutes, but I really have to share this with you. Okay, now let's pay attention to these examples. As you see, we are using as much as or as many as. Remember, much uncountable, many countable. Pay attention to it. Everybody, apartments don't have as much privacy as houses. So if you are in an apartment, there is no privacy or there is not much privacy. But in houses, we have more privacy. In both, you can have, but apartments don't have as much as houses, okay? Then we have the next example, everybody. It doesn't have as many rooms as our house. So this house, well, I guess this is an apartment. So this apartment doesn't have as many rooms as our house. Maybe this apartment, it's only 3 rooms or has only 3 rooms. But my house has 6. So it doesn't have as many rooms as my house, okay? So we have, in this case, a comparison between 2 things. So one has more than mine, or mine has more than the other. Okay, everybody, these are the ways to make evaluations and comparisons using different expressions or different structures. Not only the comparative, like smaller, like funnier, like more expensive, but in this case, we use as, okay, as, not enough, too, or too much, or too many, okay? Please, everybody, continue practicing this. Try to check the activities on the platform. So that's why, everybody, we are moving to our homework. Everybody, what is our homework for tomorrow? Please go to the platform, everybody, and check the following activities. You're going to start with the platform today, so you start in 1.0, and you have to finish, okay, tomorrow, we have to complete all the activities until 1.2.4. So evaluation and comparison sentences. This is the grammar, everybody, that we will study. So this is the grammar about evaluation and comparison. These are practices about that, okay? If you need some help with activities, you can text me on the WhatsApp group. Remember, if you have some questions, you can also tell me on the WhatsApp group. Guys, it was a pleasure to be here with you. Tomorrow, we will continue practicing. Okay, I'm sorry for taking more time than the one that we have, but please continue practicing and check the activities, okay? I hope to see you tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome.
Good
Bye-bye.
night.